everyone, so this week I wanted to talk to you guys about video games and some of my favorite from the Nintendo consoles that you have come to know and love. I'm going to tell you my favorites starting with the NES and going all the way to the Wii right now. So my favorite game from NES had to have been Paperboy. There was something so relaxing as a kid playing this game about getting the newspaper perfectly into the mailbox or right on the doorstep. I like to think that I was preparing for my future job as a paper girl, and I would be able to put that on my resume. Be like, yeah, I got a high score in Paperboy, so I'm really qualified for the job. When the Super Nintendo came out, the first game we owned was Super Mario Brothers. This was also the first game I had ever beaten, completely by myself. I remember my favorite part was when I got Yoshi and I got to ride him around. I felt like Yoshi was my pet. It was kind of the same feeling you get when you're playing Pokemon Yellow and Pikachu follows you around, except a little less annoying. So I'd like to say that the N64 is my favorite Nintendo game console of all time. Now with that being said, GoldenEye 007 was my favorite game to play. Now when it comes to first-person shooters, I am horrible. Like Halo, Call of Duty, any of those games, I suck. I like stare at the ceiling the whole time, or I'm pointing at the wall, or I just spin around in circles and shoot and hopefully don't die, but I always end up dying. But GoldenEye 007 was one of those games where I was freaking good. No joke, I would beat my brothers, and that's the first time I ever felt that feeling of beating someone who I knew was better than me, but this was my game. So when the GameCube came out, I was kind of a little disappointed with the quality of the game and the graphics and everything, but there was one game that I really enjoyed playing, and that was Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3. Around that time that game came out, I had seriously started pursuing skateboarding and entering competitions and going to the skate parks every single weekend, and I learned a lot of the tricks that I know today because of Tony Hawk Pro Skater. For example, the kickflip and how to get up onto boxes, and a few different grinds I learned from just watching kind of like in slow motion and pausing the game and seeing where their feet were. So it's a pretty accurate game. So thanks, Tony. I owe all my skating skills to you. Now moving on to the last console is the Nintendo Wii. Now I never really got too into the games that the Wii offered because I was kind of a little bummed out with the GameCube and wasn't too impressed with the Wii either. I mean, nothing's gonna beat the N64. Yeah, the graphics may get better, but that console is still number one. Anywho, the game I found myself playing the most was Mario Kart Wii. And I actually played it the most with Joey Graceffa, Luke Connor, Jason Monday, Brittany Joyle, all the kids over at Echo Base. When we were all hanging out, we would just end up playing, and oh my gosh, so much fun. I love Mario Kart. I used to play it a bunch on the N64, so playing it on the Wii was a pretty interesting transition, and I thought they did the game justice. Well, that's it for my vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to leave a comment or a video response letting me know your favorite Nintendo game. And be sure to head over to team.com to check out my latest lip dub challenge. Bam! Right here. I'll see you guys next week with a brand new music video. Bye!